Franklin, president of Blind Bosses. I want to make a special thank you to the Parker Daniel Show on YouTube. Thank you for the interview. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends someone who is supporting the blind. Thank you yet again. Please watch my interview on YouTube.
What's up to everybody? Welcome to the Parker Daniel Show, and I have a very distinguished guest today. President of the Blind Bosses group that has been formulated well, I'm not going to tell you too much about it. I'm going to let him tell you. His name is Edwin. He's in San Antonio right about now. Before I jump into that, I want to let everybody know that I appreciate the subscriptions. We want you to continue to subscribe, follow, like, hit the notification bell so that you can get updates. So, without further delay, I'm going to bring on my man all the way from San Antonio, Edwin Franklin, president of the Blind Bosses. Edwin, how you doing?
How you doing today, sir? And hello, everybody on YouTube. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, okay, great. I'm glad to have you, man. You're a busy individual, man. We had spoken back in the day and whatnot, but you know, our paths had never crossed until a couple of days ago, and finally got you on here.
Yes.
Tell the individuals about the Blind Bosses and what it's all about, and what was the premises for starting this group. Because I find it to be very interesting, and I think it's well needed. So you got the show.
Well, the Blind Bosses started a while back before I even joined. It was talked about and whispered amongst a couple of individuals by the name of Troy and Clint, who also go by Exclusive and Rose. But they really didn't have a whole lot of support then. You know, you can only imagine two individuals that woke up one morning and said, you know, what can we do for the blind community out there? So as time passed, I found myself going to my party line, the playground, with my best friend, Brandon, and with my brother, actually, Brandon. And we decided to chop it up, and I was talking, and he had an individual on there by the name of Clint, and they were talking and having a conversation, and he said, you got to meet my friend Edwin. You got to meet him. You know, we've been chopping up for a while. We've been cool for a long time, and got to talking and everything, and one thing led to another, and he asked me, you know, well, what do you think about life in Blind Bosses and in the blind community? And I told him, I said, well, I'm an individual who looks at the bigger, you know, in order to really help the blind community, we have to kind of work together as a team. You know, you can't really get anything a whole lot done individually. And other things were spoken on, and he kind of stopped me in the mid-conversation and said, I feel like you took the words right out of my mind. You know, and we're definitely on the same page. And I would love to have you as my president and Brandon as my vice president of Blind Bosses. And it humbled me a lot. I was very privileged. I felt as if I didn't know what to do then, but I mean, sometimes you got to let the Lord guide your footsteps, if you know what I mean.
Right. So what's the nature of the group? What's the purpose for you all putting it together so that people can know?
Well, what this organization is doing is we're not trying to be the front runners or the biggest or the baddest organization. We're a group of guys who decided that we want to let the world know that your blindness has nothing to do with what you want to accomplish and be in life. And we want to be the guys that said, we are here, we are a family, we are a brotherhood. We are people that's coming together to say, we want to help you get to whatever it is you want to do in life. And we don't want your blindness to stop you there. That is the premise of a blind boss. Someone who takes control of their life, who's in control of their own destiny, who doesn't allow the blindness to control them. They control the blindness going forward.
Okay, so not only is it more of like a motivational type group, do y'all provide any services? Do y'all any resources? What else do you all do?
We definitely are heading in that direction. We do need the support and the numbers. Clint and Troy are working very, very hard in getting us to that direction. Right now, we are more of a support group / organization to rally up people to say, Let's rally together. Let's move forward, and let's start helping other people. We'd rather like to help other people than ourselves. We are getting ourselves together, but we also are welcoming other people into the organization so we can help other people on their goals, getting where they need to go.
That's great. That's really great. How large is the organization right now?
How large? We have quite a few people. I'm gonna say about 20 strong for right now. On the actual Facebook page. We usually like to have some group meetings on Thursdays and meet and greets and things like that. We are in the development stage as far as developing the organization, shaping it the way we want to go, meeting people, talking to people. I know Clint's doing some things behind the scenes to get this up and going. We're definitely going in the right direction, I'll say that.
What made you all want to really get together and create this type of organization? Because, like as I mentioned prior to in the opening, it's well needed and what have you. So, briefly tell them what was the catalyst for putting this together.
Well, I always felt like if you want to accomplish something, you have to have a team of people. You know, I compare it to the politics of today. You know, you got a lot of people that talk about what the government's not doing for them, and we got to change the world and do this. But yet they hate their neighbor. They can't stand the person across the street from them. You know, and I try to preach to people, love is a very powerful tool in where it is you want to go. And if you can love your neighbor, you could change the world. You know what I'm saying? And I figured, yeah, with a group like this, if you got people who love one for the other, who says, you know, we are all in this together, it's better for a group of blind people to overcome the world's problems than one blind person to try to overcome the world's problems. And that's what motivated me to join these people in ranks, because I felt we were all on the same page. We all feel as if we want to help somebody out there. You know, there's a little girl or a little boy out there that is going to go blind and hasn't went blind yet, and they don't know what it's like. They don't know what it feels like, and we don't know how they're going to take that. And we're those people that's going to say, we are here to make you feel as if it doesn't end there. You know what I'm saying? The world does not end when you go blind, and that's where we come into play to say, we are here to say, we are here for you. We are your brothers. We are the people that are going to motivate you and comfort you when you need it. And you got not just one person saying it, but a group of people saying the same thing, that we want to be here for individuals who are going through it or are about to go through that, you know.
You hit the nail on the head by saying that, because I was going to echo that same sentiments about individuals who become impaired, and they may not have a group or any organization to turn to, and some of them feel like, you know, well, oh, woe is me, or what am I going to do? And I think that the Blind Bosses, it could definitely serve the purpose, as you had stated earlier. How long have y'all been in existence, if you can tell me?
Now, I'm not sure when they started the Blind Bosses officially. They've been around for quite some time. I joined about 5 months ago ish. But they've been had it up there for a while. They've always kind of been around, lurking in the shadows, waiting for that. You know, for those individuals that saying, "Hey, let me jump on a board, roll up my sleeve, and get to work." And as far as helping other people, everybody in their respective states, because we are scattered. You have people in Florida, North Carolina, me being in Texas. Everybody is aware of services in their respective states. So if anybody came to one of us and said, "Hey, I just lost my sight, what do I do?" We know where to point them in that direction and say, here we have DARS in Texas, for example. I have the number. I could call them up and say, hey, this individual just lost his sight. This is where he wants to go in his life. You know, we need to support this guy. And all Blind Bosses have those tools in place already to say, if somebody comes to me and says, what do I do? We can say, follow me, come with me here, let's go here, let's get your life going, you know.
Okay. And that is this what separates you all from all the other groups in terms of what you all do and what you all vow to do? Or, you know, because like people might want to say, why should I join Blind Bosses as opposed to blind such and such? So briefly tell them what separates you all from the other groups and make y'all stand up.
Well, I would say fairly enough, I can't speak negative towards any organization, but I can say we work with love in mind. You know, we're going to treat you as if you are a family member, as if you are a brother that I've known all my life. We're going to treat you as if, you know, no matter who says what to anything, we are here because this is an organization built on love, respect for one for the other, and humbleness. You know what I'm saying? We are striving to help our community. We are here to say life does not end when the lights go out. You know what I'm saying? We are going to grab you by the hand and guide you as if you was a fellow brother of our own. And I think that's what kind of separates us from a lot of organizations. Work on a basis of, you know, it's a team, and pay your dues, and then we do this, we'll have a dinner, we'll do that. You know, we're more of a family-oriented. I want to get to know you on a personal level. I want you to tell me your life story. Tell me what you've been through. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
More intricate, more detailed, more personal level.
Yeah.
Do y'all have dues? I'm quite sure y'all do, but I just want to throw that out.
We do, and to reiterate on the personal thing, before we could even join as a board member, we had to submit autobiographies of ourselves, so that way we could get to know each other on a personal level. You know, the dues are fine. You know what I'm saying? We are doing the dues off and on. A lot of us are getting established with new jobs. Brandon being one of them, who just moved to North Carolina,
right.
Step as a boss, and got him a job and getting his own place, getting reestablished, and you know, that's the premise of a boss. You know, it was a leap of faith for him because he really literally left everything behind to take a chance of being that independent individual and doing what was right for him. You know.
Yeah, I met him on several occasions.
Yeah.
Give all contact information in terms, you know, how we can get in touch with him, or if there's anyone out there that wants to join. Tell any telephone numbers if you are at liberty to do so, and if you have a website and all that good stuff.
Well, yeah, we have the Blind Bosses on Facebook. Just look up Blind Bosses on Facebook. Just write us. You can write me, Edwin Franklin, on YouTube, on Facebook. I will definitely, you know, take down numbers and introduce you, submit you to the organization. We never close our doors to individuals looking for that strive to say, you know, where do I go from here? What do I do from here? There's many ways you can contact us. Troy Benjamin off of Facebook, Clint. You know, we're all on Facebook. That's our main headquarters for now, as far as people contacting us, writing us. You know,
okay.
Heard about you guys. Mm-hmm.
Y'all have anybody on Twitter or Instagram?
Not to my knowledge. We are working on a Twitter and a actual website. We're actually getting the connections ready for that.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, about a week ago or two, I was just talking to Clint about getting a website developed. That way, people know, you know, where to go to the website, that website address. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, hopefully, I'm not gonna say hopefully. Definitely, when you all get it all up and running and you know everything moving in the right direction, you're welcome to come back on here and share some more stories and get some more contact information out. Is that cool?
Oh yes, definitely. We'll be coming back here for a second one once everything is off the ground.
Okay, cool. And I want to let people know you are visually impaired. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I was born with RP, retinitis pigmentosa. There's two kinds. I'm the kind that has tunnel vision. I have a little cousin, actually, kind of is my biggest motivator. He has the second kind of RP, and he only has 2% of his vision left, and that's the kind that just blocks the whole retina altogether.
Okay. So, blind bosses, you know, everybody know what the definition of a boss is, and they definitely exemplify that. People doing things and whatnot. I'm pleased to have you on the show. I want to send a shout out to everyone who is listening, also on Blind Bosses / Divas Live. If I'm not, I hope I didn't butcher the name, but you are live. I'm glad to have you here. In closing, are there any words that you want to say briefly to tell the people as far as the support, the determination that you do have, to keep on pushing?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give a special shout out to you, Mr. Parker. You know what you do here is a great platform, and anybody out there who is doing something for another blind individual, big shout out to you. Because in this world, it's hard because a lot of people out here give the blind community a hard time
That's
due
right.
to that. You get metastasized all the time, and when you make this platform for us, you give us the microphone, and you let us speak our piece and put ourselves out there on the map. You just got to give that kind of respect to the show and people like you and what you do for the blind community.
Appreciate that. Well, we thank you for having you on here, man. This is the president of Blind Bosses, Edwin Franklin, and he'll be back on here a couple of more times, letting you all know what's going on. Definitely check out the Blind Bosses on Facebook, and they're gonna set up the web page and let you know more about it. But in the meantime, I want to thank all my subscribers for coming on. Subscribe, continue to the Parker Daniels Show. Hit the notification bell so that you can get updates and get knowledge on certain groups and things like this. It's very important. And tell a friend. Don't just hit the like button and go and move on. Check it out. Subscribe so you know. Blind, if you're visually impaired, if you're sighted, if you're in a wheelchair, it doesn't matter. We're all in this together. So once again, my name is Anthony Parker. I want to thank President of the Blind Bosses for coming on and giving his information. Thanks again, Edwin.
Thank you. Thank you.
Edwin Franklin, president of Blind Bosses. I want to make a special thank you to the Parker Daniels Show on YouTube. Thank you for the interview. Please like, subscribe, and share with your friends someone who is supporting the blind. Thank you yet again. Please watch my interview on YouTube.